Hello everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has urged President Bola Tinubu to probe these $2.1 billion and 3.1 trillion naira subsidy payments allegedly missing and unaccounted for between 2016 and 2019. Serap made the call in a statement on Sunday by his Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare. Serap urged Tinubu to set up a presidential panel of inquiry to promptly probe the grim allegations that $2.1 billion and 3.1 trillion naira public funds of oil revenues and budgeted as fuel subsidy payments are missing and unaccounted between 2016 and 2019 as documented by the Auditor General of the Federation. The organization told the president to name and shame anyone suspected to be responsible for the alleged widespread and systematic corruption in the use of oil revenues and the management of public funds budgeted as fuel subsidy, and to ensure their effective prosecution as well as the full recovery of any proceeds of crime. It also urged the president to promptly, thoroughly, inadequately, transparently, and effectively probe all fuel subsidies payments by successive governments since the return of democracy in 1999, and to use any recovered proceeds of crime as palliatives to address the impact of any subsidy removal on poor Nigerians. Oluwadare had, in a letter dated June 3, 2023, said there is a legitimate public interest in ensuring justice and accountability for these serious allegations. There will be no economic growth or sustainability without accountability for these human rights crimes. The organization urged Tinubu to urgently act to follow due process of law in any policy to remove fuel subsidy, ensure that suspected perpetrators of these crimes against Nigerians are brought to justice, and full recovery of any missing public funds. It added that arbitrarily removing fuel subsidy without addressing outstanding accountability issues in the alleged mismanagement of oil revenues and fuel subsidy payments would amount to further impoverishing the poor while letting high-profile officials and non-state actors get away with their crimes. Serap threatened that should the president ignore its demand to order a probe within 3 days, it would result.
Well, Serap demand in a due situation is what should have been done without anybody demanding for it. But this demand will never fly. Trust me, it will never fly. Don't forget that the President Muhammad Buhari took over from Jonathan in 2015. And now Serap is asking the Bola Tinubu-led government to probe the fuel subsidy of $1.2 billion and 3.1 trillion naira subsidy, scandal and fraud from 2016 to 2019. Now, and you think this is going to fly? The truth is, it's not going to fly. It will not even happen. The Bola Tinubu led administration will not even consider this as an option to probe this, what they call it, fuel subsidy fraud or whatever it is termed. This is an APC government. Bola Tinubu is an APC, is a president under APC government, APC. So how do you think he is going to probe, this subsidy scandal and whatever? It will not fly. Remember in the time of Jonathan, when subsidy was to be probed, and at the end of the day, all the drama that was played in and all that up to today, none of us had, get to the end of the subsidy probe. It never happened. So if Serap is calling the Bola Tinubu government to probe the APC-led government, from 2016 to 2019, I don't know how this is going to happen, because most of the people who will be probed are APC members, are ministers, appointee of the former president Muhammad Buhari. So I don't see how this is going to happen. But for me, the good thing that has happened to our country is the totally removal of the fuel subsidy. Yes, I have my reservation in this fuel subsidy. Based on the amount, the hike in the petroleum product. Lagos happen to be where you have the cheapest fuel as of today, where you get 88 naira, 488 naira per liter. But most of the fuel stations I've seen are selling for 490. That is the cheapest. There are some who are selling for 500. There are some who are selling for 550. That is the cheapest. This is the best I think has happened to our country. But even the fuel subsidy remover, I still have my reservation because I keep asking myself, what is the actual price of a liter from depot getting to the sellers, to the retailers, to the consumers? What is the actual price? Because before now, what we are buying is 185. That is the normal pump price, 185. Now, will the government say they are using three times what we are buying to subsidize the fuel? So that is one area I am not too comfortable with the policy of this fuel subsidy removal, because seeing it as government is even uh, 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 scamming the citizens, scamming the consumers by the kind of hike I'm seeing here right now, because it beat my imagination that from 185 to 488, almost 200% increment, about 300 and something, 200% increment. So I begin to wonder that is the government is really actually using that much to subsidize the fuel, or they just peg it at this amount so that even if the international price fluctuates, it will not affect, or what? Those are the things I'm trying to unravel in this fuel subsidy removal and all that. But talking about probing, the from 2016 to 2019 fuel subsidy money disappearing from the coffers of the government and all that, I don't think how that is going to work out. I don't think that's going to work out. To me, if the government can do it, it will be a good one. But I'm not saying the Bola Ahmed Tinubu led government probing Mohammed Buhari, government. I'm not seeing it happening. It's just like the 15 years of 16 years of PDP in power. It was difficult for the PDP to probe their own, PDP members, the organizations, the ministries. It was difficult because most of them are government uh, uh, appointees. So these are the things that happens here. But take it or leave it. If the government, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu can do what Serap is requesting for, it will be a great one. But if you ask me, I would say it's going to be a difficult one. Well, I want you to feel free to comment below. Let's know what you think concerning this, and also subscribe to our channel for update on this and more to come. Thank you.